As an African, I wanted to know how many black people are in my school. They always tell you take loans, blah 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 blah. Guess what? You're gonna be paying for the loans once you get out of college. Apply to as many colleges as you want. I applied to like 20 schools. Do not take unnecessary class in high school. Do not depend on college advices when you go to school, yo. Choosing a major is so difficult. Be careful with the kind of friends you make in college. Freshman year is the year of vulnerability and curiosity. Hey yo, it's your girl Fia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing like an advice for college freshmen. So it's gonna be more like things I wish I knew before coming into college. Yeah. So you guys, I am a college student. I am a junior at Umass Lowell. So I've kind of been through it. Yeah, let's just say I've kind of been through it a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm in a position to give you guys some low advice and hopefully it helps you, because I wish I knew these things before getting into college. So without much further ado, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and let's just get right into that video. So you guys, my first point is be sure of the college you're applying to, because it's really important to know the college you're going to, what it's gonna be like. What I mean by knowing the college you want to go to and stuff is you have to know like their diversity rate. If you're a type of person that like care about like what type of people are gonna be in the school, like, you know, like the diversity rate, are they gonna be. As an African, I wanted to know how many black people are in my school, because my school is a PWI, predominantly white. So I also wanted to make sure at least there's a couple of black people, where, you know, like when you go to a different environment and you don't know anyone, like when you see like people of color, like people, like when you see your own people, like you kind of feel like you belong, kinda. So yeah, I wanted to know how many black people were in that school, and there was a good amount of black people in my school. So that's the reason why I chose my school. But yeah, whatever school you decide to go with, if you're someone that cares about stuff like that, then just make sure you check their diversity rate and see how many, you know, whether Asians, black, Hispanic, whatever the case may be. Just be sure of what you are doing. And also I don't know if you're someone who cares about the gender, you can also check that to see how many girls and boys you have in the school. That one doesn't really matter, but if you're into that, I'm just saying, just make your own research before you like really sure about the school, because you don't want to go there and like start having regrets, you get me? So yeah, just do all these things and you'll be good. Also, let's talk about money, yo. Everyone knows college is very expensive and we all want to be funded when going to college and stuff like that. So financial aid is very important. So after you apply for colleges and stuff, just make sure you have applied for financial aid, because that's gonna help you throughout your college year. So yeah, make sure you have financial aid. So I applied to like 20 schools. Yeah, I applied to like 20 schools. That's just because, let's give you a little backstory. The reason why I applied to 20 schools was because I was new here and I didn't really know what I was new here and I didn't really know the schools, like the colleges, and I wasn't sure if any college was gonna accept me. But guess what, most of the colleges accepted me, so like period. Yeah, back to business. So yeah, you guys, apply to as many colleges as you want. Do not limit yourself and be like, oh, I mean, you feel like you're gonna get into that, so you're just gonna apply to only that school. What if you don't? If you don't, then you'll be messed up. So yeah, just apply to as many colleges as you want, even if you're really particular about one college. Just, it doesn't hurt as long as it's free, because mine was free, like it was waived. So as long as it's free, apply to as many colleges as you want. So that brings me back to the financial aid. So the reason why I'm saying apply to as many colleges as you want is because the financial aid, every school has their own financial aid. So I was able to choose Umass Lowell based on the financial aid. What, it's not just based on it, but it played a big deal in my decision making. So Umass Lowell gave me a good financial aid. So I was torn between Umass Lowell and Umass Boston. I wanted to go to Umass Boston so bad, but due to like financial aid and like housing and stuff like that, that's the reason why I went to Umass Lowell. So yeah, Umass Lowell gave me good financial aid. I only had to pay like less than 2,000 per semester because my financial aid covered a lot of it. So just that's why I'm saying that apply to as many colleges as you want, because you'll be able to you'll be able to tell the difference and know, oh, which college is giving you more financial aid. Because I had good colleges. Some other colleges that I was kind of looking at, it's a really 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 good college. I kind of wanted to go there, but then their financial aid, it was very expensive. Their financial aid was also, the financial aid was high, but you know, like those schools that have like high tuition and stuff like that. So in as much as the financial aid is high, it's still not gonna cover as much. So you're still gonna have to pay a lot out of pocket. So like, let's say when I wanted to go out of state, like to New York and stuff, I applied to schools in New York. I got into it, but they gave me good financial aid. It was a lot, but I still couldn't cover as much as I wanted. So that's why I stayed in state. So yeah, also don't limit yourself to, when you're applying to colleges, do not limit yourself thinking, oh, you just want to be in state. Sometimes going out of state will be your best option, but it all depends on you. If you think you can afford that, then sure. If not, then just stay in your state. Also, when you're choosing colleges, look at your housing and everything. Just even if you have to watch videos and reviews, look at that, because all those stuff are very helpful. No one wants to be going to college and be paying that much. Or even if you take loans, they always tell you take loans, blah 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 blah. Guess what? You're gonna be paying for the loans once you get out of college. No one is gonna pay that for you, even though it's being covered for now. Yeah, it's gonna be knocking at your door once you're done with college. So it's better to like have a good financial aid where most of your tuition and stuff is being covered, and you just have to pay a few, even if you have to like get loans for it and stuff like that. But yeah, so you guys, when it comes to like housing and food, I looked into all that stuff. I even looked into like the food like reviews, and honestly, with the food reviews, Umass Lowell wasn't really good. It wasn't really good, but I was like, I wouldn't really base my decision on just food, because I'm not just there to like eat, and also I'm very picky, so it's whatever. So I really didn't base on that. So let's move to the next point. Do not take unnecessary class in high school. That's one thing I think most teachers don't tell us in high school, because they think, oh, taking like college courses, those AP courses in high school is actually gonna help you in college. Trust me, not all of them. It's just like one or a few of them, like one or two or something. Or before you do that, just like if you're really sure about the college you want to go to, research about that and know what classes and courses they take before you take it in high school. Because like if you're taking AP physics, AP chem, AP bio and whatsoever, you're not gonna accept that. That's one thing. Well, they accepted my English. They will accept some stuff, but not everything. Some of the classes you might take in college could help you not take that course, but sometimes you have to take it. So let's say like AP, physics, chem, and those stuff, I think they don't take it. Well, also it depends on what school you're going to. I think my school do not take some of the high school credit courses. They do not take it. So just know the school you're going to, and do not waste your time taking classes that you're not gonna accept in college. So yeah, just do not waste your time taking unnecessary classes you do not need for college. Just do your own research, and yeah, I think that will be helpful. I want to talk about the advisors, like in terms of, it doesn't really matter, because even high school advisors do not really help as much. Some advisors help. My advisor helped me so much, and I'm really grateful, and yeah, she's the best. But yeah, my advisor in high school really helped, but some advisors do not really tell you what to expect when you go to college, so they don't really give you the whole details of everything. And also, damn, what's that? It's a motorcycle. um Also, college advisors, do not depend on college advisors when you go to school, yo. Please do not depend on them, because guess what, I sometimes feel like the advisors don't even know what you're talking about. Respectfully, I feel like that, because honestly, yo, these advisors, I feel like they're a bit misleading. That's my opinion. I feel like they're a bit misleading when it comes to like certain aspects. Like, so for instance, with my own experience, I was supposed to take chemistry, right? I was supposed to take chemistry, and we had between phychem, which is physiological chemistry, and general chemistry, and I chose physiological chemistry, so I took that course. I am done with it, and guess what? I cannot use that course to further my process. Let's say if I want to be on a PA track, some schools do not accept phychem, so I have to retake chemistry, general chemistry. And guess what? I feel like this is the part where advisors have to be there to actually guide us through and let us know, oh, when you take phychem, you cannot, they might not accept it. And because if that was the case, I wouldn't have taken phychem. I would have just gone straight to take chemistry, general chemistry. But these stuff they don't tell you. And guess what? Once you find out that, oh, you were supposed to take general chemistry, and you go back to your advisors, that's when they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, you're supposed to take general chem. I'm like, you should have told me this. That's what you're here for. And some are not even helpful at all. Like, they just refer you to a different department. So I'm like, you're just an advisor, but not really helpful. So like, make it make sense. So yeah, just don't depend on advisors. That's what I would tell you. You can take the advice, but just don't rely on it, and do more research and know what works best for you. Because guess what? I feel like they just want to keep you in the school, because the longer you stay in the school, the more money they get from the institution. So that's my opinion. So yeah. Because guess what? I'm now about to take chemistry again, and guess what? It's gonna make me stay in the school longer than I should have, because I was actually gonna graduate early. But yeah, because I didn't know this, and because my advisor didn't tell me this, I have to stay and pay more money. So that means phychem is waste now. My money is all gone. But yeah, that's it. So you guys, do not depend on your advisors and do your own research. Also, let's talk about major. Choosing a major is so difficult, and we all know this. Yeah, it's so difficult. Even if you think you're sure of the major you want to do, when you come to college, you will have like doubts. At some point, you'll be questioning your life, that is this the major I chose for myself? Is this the struggle I'm willing to go through to get to the point that I want to? It's a lot of things. So you guys, even though you think you have you have chosen your major and you're so sure about it, just college will show you. College will show you, Pepe. Like, seriously, college will make you start like rethinking about your life choices and your decisions and stuff like that. So even though you think you have chosen your major, you might have doubts. So just have that at the back of your mind. But for people like me who didn't really know what kind of major they want to do, I wasn't sure of my major until like sophomore year. That's when I was like sure, like super sure. Well, not even super sure, but like that's where I was like sure of what I wanted to do. So yeah, so freshman year I was just taking prerequisites. So you guys, if you're not sure about your major, if you're not sure what you want to do yet, just take all the prerequisites you need for like that field. Yeah, just take, at least if you're not sure about your major, just know that, or maybe you want to be in the health field, you want to be in engineering, you want to be in business. Like, at least know, like, have a broad knowledge about the field you want to be in. And I think that will help you to take like your prerequisites and stuff like that. So you guys, I wasn't sure about my major until like second year of college. So you guys, it's fine not to know the major you want to do until like maybe your second or third year of college, if that's the case. And yeah, do not feel pressured by your friends or family to do this particular major. Do not feel pressured at all, because even if you're sure about your major, once you get into college and start taking these courses, you start thinking, is this what I really want to do? So don't even feel pressured. If you want to do, let's say you want to do engineering, and your parents or friends, everyone is doing nursing or something, and just because everyone is doing nursing, you want to do that? No, don't take that lead. Don't take that path at all. If you're not really sure and you just want to do whatever your friends are doing, it could go well and it could go wrong either way. So just because all your friends are doing nursing doesn't mean you have to go do nursing, or just because all your friends are doing engineering doesn't mean you have to go do engineering. If you have a passion for it and you see yourself in that field, then yeah, sure, do it. But if you don't see yourself in that field and you're feeling pressured by your friends and family to do this, or just because maybe your family has a history of like nursing degrees, or let's say engineering or business, then maybe you have to like go do it. No, just because they have a history of that doesn't mean you have to go through the same path, unless you have an interest for it. So do not feel pressured to do anything until you're very sure of it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one taking those courses. You're gonna be the one paying for it, and you're gonna be the one suffering for it. So yeah. Also, like, if you're not sure about your major, like, you can just choose a major. As I said, choose a major in that particular field where you know you can be taking your prerequisites, and do not limit yourself. Choose a major that expands, choose a major that has like many options, where even if you do your prerequisites and you're not really sure about that major and you want to like transition into a new major, it will be easier because they both have the same prerequisites. You get me? So let's say maybe transitioning from public health to nursing. Yeah, public health to nursing, it's I don't think it's easy, but also I'm thinking nursing and public health, right? They both have the same prerequisites, especially in your freshman year. All the classes, like the classes you be taking as a public health student and nursing, is the same during freshman and sophomore year. But it changes. I think it changes in like second semester of sophomore, and then going forward it just starts to change. But yeah, if you're not sure between public health and nursing, or even applied biomedical sciences, just do the same prerequisites, so when you're transitioning into like a different major, it will be easier, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, the last thing I want to talk about that I feel like everyone should know and everyone should be expecting is making friends. To me, making friends is very hard, and to others it might be easy, but like, be careful with the kind of friends you make in college. I feel like everyone talks about this and people don't take it serious. But yeah, be careful with the kind of friends you make in college, because those same friends could either bring you down or bring you up. So you have to be careful with the kind of friends you make, especially during your freshman year. I feel like freshman year is the year of vulnerability and curiosity and trying new things. So be careful of the friendship you make, yo, because those friendships could ruin you or could make you better. So you guys, I don't know how much I want to talk about this, but yeah, be careful of the friendship you make, because like, as I said, freshman year is when like you're more vulnerable, you're like very open, you want to get to know people of different race, you want to know people's interests, you want to make a lot of friends, you don't want to feel lonely, you want to have a group of friends where you can hang out with and be yourself and stuff like that. But you have to make the right decisions for yourself as well. I don't know how to put this, but I would say, know how you make your friendship, because some friendship are like just friends with benefits, and some are like friends for life, and some are like just passing through the semester with, you get me? So like, friends with benefits is like they only text you or call you when they need help with like maybe homework, or like sending them something, or like it's like you have no friendship with them. You guys just exchange like how do you say, like, exchange like helpful stuff. So that's where the benefit. So like, don't expect too much from the friendship. If you guys only test each other when like there is benefits and stuff like that, then don't expect too much, because you're not gonna get too much. But yeah, that's where the friendship with benefits. Some people just talk to you when they need help, and that's basically it. There's no friendship, there is no bond formed over there. And then we have like friends for life, where like you get to like meet people like you, and you feel like you belong, you can relate to them and stuff, you can hang out with them and you'll not feel left out, you can be yourself around them, and they're always they are always present when you need help, anything, when you need advice, like not even a shoulder to cry on, but like someone you can always go to, feel comfortable going to if you have any problem, be it academic problems, social problems, personal problems, whatever the case may be. Make sure the energy is being reciprocated, because if you're giving that energy and you're not getting that energy back, then you don't want that kind of friendship. Just make sure whatever you do, make sure everything is being reciprocated. That's what friendship is for. It's not a one-sided thing. I give you 100%, you give me 100%. There is no 70-30 or nothing like that. And we have friends like pass through the semester with. So like that's more like, let's say you meet this person in your class and you feel like, oh, the person is actually good, and let's say she's good with math and you're really bad at math or something, and you guys just automatically become friends and pass through the semester with. Or you're just like lonely in that class and you don't have anyone to talk to, so when you see that person, you're like, hey, they just go sit with her and stuff like that. Those are like friends to pass through the semester with. So yeah, just be careful of the kind of friendship you make, because some will bring you down and some will make you become a better person or a better version of you. Also, you guys, it's better to have one friend than to have 50 friends who are not even making any value in your life, like who are not really helping you any shape or form. What I mean is that it's better to have a few friends than to have a lot of friends who are not gonna help you. They only text you when it's like, hey, let's go party or let's go do this. You should know those friends are just friends for fun or something. How are they gonna help you in terms of academics and stuff like that? Oh, what's that? That's a bag. Yep, it's gone. So you guys, as I was saying, it's better to have like even 2, 3, 4, 5 friends than to have like 20 friends and you're not helping anyway, because those few friends will always be there for you. Those 50 other friends are not going to be there for you when you need them. So yeah, just be careful of those. Also, with my last point is that college is really difficult, man. If you think, sometimes you think, oh, you can go through it alone with no one's help and you'll be fine. Sometimes it could work and sometimes it might not work. So what I mean is that it's okay to have like study group friends. Like in my freshman, sophomore year, my past years in college, I had like a study group friends where like we all gathered together and studied together. It helps sometimes it don't. You know how you study with your friends and you guys end up doing everything but studying? Yeah, that's like gossiping and stuff like that. You guys rant, talk about unnecessary stuff, but yeah, either way it's fun. So like having study group friends could also help you like academically, because once you guys are serious, you guys can get shit done like so easily. Because like, let's say chemistry, for instance, chemistry will stress me out. Like phychem will stress me out so much. So like there are certain stuff that you will read on your own and you just be like, wait, what are you read? Like you read on your own and go back to it and go read it again, and you're like, wait, what is going on? I don't get it. But then once you read it with your friends, everyone has their own perspective and definition, and then you guys bring it together and make sense out of it. So you're like, oh, so that's what he meant by this. Because like, even if like you guys have like there is a question you guys understand, you guys can discuss it and give answers and help each other out. So yeah, it's good to have study group friends as well. But yeah, I think this brings me to the end of my video. I hope I covered enough, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're coming to college or you're a freshman in college, I wish you all the best. Have the best time of your life, because you only live once, bro. You only live once, but you gotta be careful of your own life choices, because at the end of the day you're gonna be the one responsible for it. So just live life. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to share your college experience, or if you guys want to give like an advice to college freshmen, just feel free to do that in the comment section. And we out for the day.